opportunity to be a man for 24 hours, what you go do?
Oh, sorry. I don't even want to be a man for 5 seconds.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome our cherished listeners to another engaging and thought-provoking edition of the Youth Impact Parliament Talk Show on Stone City 90.7 FM. Today, we turn our focus to the vital conversations shaping our societies and governance system. Our episode topic is Men, Leadership and Responsibility, Redefining Power in Governance. In a time when leadership dynamics are evolving, we explore the role of men in shaping accountable governance, fostering inclusive decision-making, and important decision in our and redefining what true power means in service to the people. Guiding us through this important discussion is our 4 distinguished gentlemen who have taken leadership positions in Ghana. With their roles in governance and position, they would be helping you and I understand the importance of our topic. But before we get to meet our guest for today, we are going for a quick musical break. When we return, we will unpack perspectives, share experience, and challenge traditional narrative on leadership and responsibility. I am your host, Matilda Akosa-Dosia. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Put your ear down. Put your ear down. You hear that?
Why?
Do you think it's easy to be a man? It's not.
It's not easy to be a man.
It's not easy to be a man because the responsibilities that men carry is a whole lot. A man has to get a home, he has to have kids, he has to put them through school. Yeah, they sacrifice a lot and get little in return.
Wisdom.
So being a man is hard, but being a woman is easy. Someone can just literally meet you on the street and be like, "Oh, fine girl, I like you. Take this 5 million." They can do it. A man can literally buy a house for the woman, but how many women is going to do the same in return for a man? And if they manage to do that for you, kind of boy you go become go wash toilet, clean plate, tire. But men, they do it without stress. Like they feel like, okay, it's our responsibilities to do certain things. Yeah, so being a man, I do. It's not easy. So I'm like, shout out to all the men out there that work so hard and provide for their loved ones. And I pray that wherever they have been working so hard, that God will bless all of them. But please, don't ever ask me to be a man. No easy. Okay, now they try. Now try, wait.
Bam. Sure, sir. I will lie for you.
Making my way. Making my way. We're gonna pick up. Nobody stop.
That's it, you could suffer. Nobody could help you. Nobody will help you. Even when you call your friends to be like, "I beg you, bro," you don't feel like you're doing. They don't even take you serious.
Fighting for this life that I deserve.
Not to give woman self.
6 feet on the ground. Turn around and took another route. And then I went and got my money up.
Now they try. Now try, wait.
Now these niggas know not to run them out. Cause if I got my money up, and you got your money up.
And welcome back from that quick commercial break. We are glad you stayed tuned, and this is your favorite talk show, the Youth Impact Parliament Talk Show, where meaningful conversations shape minds and inspire action. Today, we are engaging on a thought-provoking decision on leadership, responsibility, and the role of young men in the nation building. Let me proudly reintroduce our distinguished panelists. With me in the studio today, I have the Speaker of Parliament for the Youth Impact Parliament, Fit Parliament. He goes by the name Adam Usman. We also have the Minority Leader of the Youth Impact Parliament, First Senate, going by the name Edward Sanya Amenu. We also have the Chair Judicial Affairs. He goes by the name Joshua Ananga. And we have one amazing CEO with us, going by the name Engineer Viglo. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Starting with you, the Speaker of Parliament, we are talking about men in leadership position, right? I would love to ask, what does redefining power in governance really look like in practice?
Okay, thank you very much for having me, and good afternoon to your cherished listeners and my co-panelists here. We live in a traditional setting where everyone think leadership is all about dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership is all about giving commands, and leadership is about like scaring people.
Mm-hmm.
When people are afraid of you, meaning you are a good leader. But it's not so. Leadership is about serving people. Leadership is about redefining power. And about that, you see, we have great leaders that have ever worked on this earth before. Example is the great Nelson Mandela, who showed us that leadership is not about revenge or personal gains, but it's about reconciliation, unity, and nation building. And when we come to even Ghana, we have our own Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who all reminds us that political power should not always be directed towards selfishness.
Okay.
It's for the greater good, it's for the development and empowerment of our people.
Mm-hmm.
So today, speaking about leadership and responsibility, I think it's a very great topic. And as youth, as we are, we need to take an earnest ears, and we should talk about leadership as youth. Because when you look at even our political space, most of the people that take decisions for us are all grown-ups. In the next 20 to 25 years, I don't think they will be there to champion our affairs. So as young leaders, I think, and as young people, I think this is the time for us to join in decision making, make good decisions that will affect us in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Engineer Viglo, you as a CEO and a content creator, you carry so much burden putting up your words together, and the topic mainly today is about men responsibility. How does that impact you? What do you have to say? And looking at your responsibility, how do you weigh your options out?
Okay, thank you very much, and thanks to everybody listening. I was inspired so much by the presentation of the speaker. I wish I didn't have to say much again, but what I've realized, especially in Ghana, especially in the Volta region, is a lot of us have lost focus on what needs to be done or what even has to be done, and we are just busy trying to impress people, to make believe that we are doing something. So we have a lot of politically, since you guys do a lot of political conversations, we have a lot of events going on instead of works being done. Okay, so when you come to smaller spaces, you have so many people piling up to do work that one or two people can do. So we are not being very effective and productive enough. And that's the biggest challenge of the kind of place that I find myself, where you are in leadership, expectations are high, deliveries are very low, and you have to juggle this with our social ecosystem of lack of diligence, which I'm trying very hard not to say, but it's a challenge we have in this country where people cannot even live up to their words. And you are the one who is being in the forefront of the work. What do? Do you tie them to the neck and pull them along? Do you sack them? Do you contain them? Do you endure? Do you exercise empathy? So leadership has become really tough. And my dad always said that if you're a good leader and you do something that is good to one or two of your followers, you have earned the love of one or two people, but you have earned the hatred of a lot more people who thought they deserved it. How do you manage all this stuff? So I think it's a great and interesting dilemma. We'll have the chance to talk about it more as the program proceeds, but let's try as much as possible to do what is right than what is expected.
Thank you very much for that great input. Honorable Senor, it's good. Pardon? Yeah, the last. It's good to have you in the studios with us again.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I must commend you for the great work that you are doing.
Thank you very much.
It's not easy, but you are doing a great job.
Okay.
Just that we need more support from the women to also be man enough and not to be championing only things of women. Because we live in a society where we understand that every national or international thing is revolving around women. We are championing issues of women more than that of the men. And I've been wondering, have you
okay. Actually, before we even start off the show officially, someone was asking if I was a feminist, but I had to debunk that point in a sense that I am not one myself. But looking at things, don't you think they are championing women more because of prior like existing myths and stereotypes governing women? We all know that women are vulnerable, right? So is it bad enough to educate them or to champion them more?
The danger is that we have neglected the place of men, male, and if you look around, how many women do you see as analysts?
Few.
Yes. So what then is the problem? We have neglected the male child enough that he also take decision on himself and then try to fit him into something. So we need the balance. We are not saying we shouldn't talk about the women. In as much as we appreciate the fact that they are vulnerable, we need to find a balance. Because I can't remember the last time you wished a man International Men's Day, and you yourself, I can't remember the last time you did that. But you will see men on social media trying to champion and support women on International Women's Day. Just like we had was it last Sunday?
Yeah, and it was very beautiful.
It was very beautiful.
Yes.
We love it.
Yeah, I did.
But we are waiting for that.
Okay, that is just by the way. So, and my major question to you today right now is, you as a leader, how can you use your power to empower your subordinates rather than controlling them?
Yeah, so we need to, first of all, thank you again and good afternoon. It's a privilege sitting on the same panel with Engineer Viglo. I've heard a lot about him, and I just want to say thank you for what you do as a young man. You are inspiring many generations out there, and we are following keenly. You might not meet us in person, but we are following keenly. I'm not in doubt. Maybe the family of Viglo is made up of leaders. And
we cannot attest to that fact.
You also feel the same thing?
Yes, we cannot attest to that fact because we look at his younger brother, for instance, doing marvelous works. And understand. For once in a while, I would love to use this opportunity to commend them. They are doing so well. I think that is it maternal genes or paternal genes?
No, that should be a paternal gene because of their father also.
Interesting.
Mr. Simon Viglo. He has held the leadership position, and he's not a frontliner leader, but he tries to influence things from the behind, from the little that I have experience with him.
That is so amazing.
The family is blessed anyway.
Okay.
Engineer Viglo, thank you. And then back to your question, how can we find a balance between a leader not seeming to be controlling, but rather influencing? Is that not it?
Yeah.
Well, we live in a society where we actually take power, just like the right honorable speaker said. We see it as an opportunity to antagonize people. We see it as an opportunity to tame people, and then we see it as an opportunity to let people fear us instead of us trying to make people get closer to us, because we are put in those positions basically to solve problems, to lead them to a place that they need to get to in society. But we live in a society whereby we misconstrue the role of a leader, and then it is seeming clearly that we seem to use it to control our followers rather than making it serve the people. And it is a big challenge when you seek the power of people to become a leader of them. They feel that is the same thing you would do. So you ask, how will I do that to influence the people? First of all, you have to be accessible. But of late, we look at leaders that you have to pass through a lot of protocols before getting to them. And I must use this to commend the Volta Regional Minister for doing a yeoman's job by giving people access to them. That is the kind of leaders that we have to look up for. Okay. He is literally seeing people on a daily basis that inspires me to also do same. And to crown it all, somebody like our Honorable President of the Senate, I'm centering this thing all on these guys because they have been great influence of leaders, and then I will urge every young person out there to look out for them. Yesterday, even before this show, he has to call me. He has to call me that I'm on a show. Can you imagine that? Instead of people, leaders of today saying that, okay, I'm the leader, everything that I say is final. I remember one day I was having a conversation with him, and he keenly listened and said, guys, we need to do this, but these are the challenges. How can we balance it? That's a true nature of a leader. So balancing all these things is becoming tough because of the perception that we have that leadership is supposed to be controlling. And we need as youth to debunk those kind of perceptions and try to live by example, that we are not put there to control people, but only to aid them to a desired destination.
Very well said. Honorable Joshua, you as someone that chairs the judicial affairs of the parliament, how do you feel with the responsibility? You bear so much responsibility. How do you feel weighing your options out as a man?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to say it's wonderful. I will use this opportunity to say a big thank you for the opportunity once again and having this wonderful panel with me. I know all of them are wonderful and learned. They are all wonderful and learned. And I know we are going to have a wonderful conversation around the topic. Yeah, coming to my position as the chairperson to the judicial affair, we're talking about men, responsibility, and redefining power. It is one topic I feel it is wonderful because in the space of the judiciary, we are very pleased to have this topic because when it comes to the judiciary or with the legislation side of laws, we tend to have some strict laws that makes people exert their powers beyond their own control. But today this conversation is making me rethink around the whole thing of power, because since last week I was telling someone if in the case of punishment, it should lead to corrections, not for destruction. So we punish to correct, not to destroy. So that is one way I feel I'm defining my leadership space. I've previously had some experiences on some other boards as a judicial chair, and also translating it into my own personal life as an individual. I feel if we could relax a little bit, sit down, look back, and look at how we handle people, you get a better perspective around yourself to know who you are dealing with. I work with some people currently. Initially, I was a little bit hard on them, really strict. If you don't go by my rules, sometimes you may have problems. But I found out that was rather making them do work, but not being so liking me. Like, you understand? They don't so like me, and at a point, some of them backed out.
Okay.
But when I reassessed myself, I took another approach to be kind, loving, at least get to everybody, and from time to time take them out. I felt I relaxed my authority a little bit. They are now getting close to me, giving me more things, giving more exposure, giving more ideas, and we are running on a better pace than before.
Okay.
So this topic is one wonderful thing that I really cherish and appreciate, and I wish we expand it more.
Okay, thank you very much for that thought-provoking convo you just put out to us. But like I said, today is all about men, so we are going to focus on men roles in society, their responsibility. Honorable Engineer Viglo, you were the one who actually started this thought-provoking convo prior to the show. So let me come to you. As a man, as a husband, what are the responsibilities you bear, and what are the responsibilities society put out before you in the name of, oh, I'm a man? How do you see it?
To support my wife. Anyway, I appreciate the accolades the gentleman gave us. I want to just put it out there that my mom is a leader too. My mom has been regional chairman, regional vice chairman of a lot of associations within the handcraft, vocational, tailoring industries, and she's actually the most followed person in the family. She has 4 times more followers than me.
Okay.
So my mom is a leader too, just for that. But it's true, it's my dad that has infected us, and we didn't know what he was doing until it became something that we could not deny. And initially I think he imposed it a little bit on us, but we adopted it growing up. Society, this is a fight I have with my wife a lot of times. I hope she's not listening to us. I told my wife that I married her by the traditional marriage ceremony. So the marriage relationship we have is a traditional marriage. But sometimes my wife is a contemporary woman. My wife is beautiful, fair and tall, and all those wonderful stuff, educated, degree holder, businesswoman. So she wants us to live the wonderful, fanciful marriage life that you would see on TVs, which I detest so bad.
Why?
So, because I've never lived in the US, I don't earn $5,000 a month, and I cannot stay at home with my wife and still provide for her. I have to wake up at dawn, go to work, come back tired, eat, leave the plate in the center of the room and my socks at the door, and die off and wake up the next morning. But that's not what people expect of men. So you will see a lot of times, now that I watch a lot of couple videos, I realize that women are more particular about things, put this at the right place, keep the house clean. And the man is just looking for enough money to afford the woman's problems. So it's a challenge. So now that we are here, that we are in whole, should we be talking about the traditional expectation on a man, or should we be talking about the contemporary expectation on a man? Or should we meet each other halfway? I think we should do what works for us, especially for those of you that are young, that you've not married yet. You can choose by being deliberate about who you settle down with.
Okay.
But if you are not able to choose and be deliberate, then you have to now reiterate it daily. I tell people, especially my wife, that we have to consume the same information. I spend so much time consuming podcasts and those stuff. So when I say that, I'm sending it to my wife. So if my wife is watching a podcast, she takes a picture and sends it to me that today I'm watching podcast, I'm not watching a movie. Because movies have confused us. We once met an American who was like, when did Africans start calling each other babe? I said, when my wife told me that I shouldn't call her by the nickname I call her again. You get it? So that's a challenge. We are in a place where the expectation gap is wide. We can't meet it. people are expected to buy an iPhone, pay for nice meals, buy a car for your wife on her birthday. I don't have a car. I once promised a car. I promised someone a car about 2 weeks ago. I told her I'll buy her a car in 2030. She said, oh, that's too far. Why not this year? I'm like, look at me. I don't even have a car. If I promised you a car this year, would you believe me? You get it. So we are in an expectation crisis. And I believe that was caused by the movies we watch. And that expectation crisis is keeping us poor, broke, unhappy in our relationships, unfulfilling in our places of work, and it's making us fail at leadership. Let me tell you, no leadership is 100, or no leader is 100% perfect. I've worked with leaders. I've had very intimate relationship with my leaders. My leader will tell you, excellence is better than perfection. Remember that and keep it holy. Excellence is better than perfection. And anytime we meet a perfectionist, I don't know whether you've realized that about Joshua. It's funny actually when we meet a perfectionist. We're like, oh, look at, she's a perfectionist. Oh, look, he's a perfectionist. You know what I'm talking about them? They never do anything. You get it? So that's the first thing I'll say. We have to keep rolling. Okay, so in my personal life, I tell my family, both my dad's family and my family, we have to keep rolling. What can we do? If we can't help it, let's not be troubled about it. The exchange rate of the country is not a problem for us sitting in this room.
Wow.
You understand? The cost of transportation is not a problem for us sitting in this room. Let's not trouble ourselves too much. Who becomes MP is something we can discuss because we do vote. So we can vote a more sound person. Unfortunately, the person who is in a particular party might have the chance of winning than anything else. So let's not talk about that as well. What can we talk about? How can we make the region great? And anytime I put that on Facebook, I see a lot of the comments. It's something that we have to send to the president for him to come and work on. It's not something we can resolve, okay? So we should be looking at how we can make the lives of the members of the Youth Impact Foundation better. What can they do? They should study a little harder. They should work a little harder. They should optimize their time a little more. They should save their energy a little more. They should spend less time on their phones and more time with their family. We should invest more into experiences than taking pictures of them. You should appreciate the needs of a woman, especially once you are talking about men. I can tell you for a fact that if not a lot, at least 50% of the things that men do in their life are for women, okay? You're either doing it for your wife, your mom.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't agree with me?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, my wife uses a better phone than I do.
Interesting. Maybe, should we say that is due to personal preferences?
No, at least a good man will give his wife the best. A good man will give his mom the best. A good man will give his daughter the best. Eventually, it will be children when it gets to children and daughter. But even me, I once felt jealous of my sister. My dad never really disciplined her as hard as he disciplined us. Because they're made to believe that women are soft. Man, my sister is not soft. She's as hard-hearted as I am. You get it? So, when you are doing that, you have to make sure that the needs of the person are being met.
Okay.
You have to be available. You have to not be too busy, too missing, that they don't even know that you are the one paying the fees. For example, the men listening to this, I read somewhere and a lot of people have told me, when you are paying the school fees of your children, you have to be the one handing over the money so that they know that the money is coming from you. If you give it to their mother to give to them, they will think their father never did anything for them.
Oh, yeah.
And you pay a day price in your retirement days. You get it? If you have to discipline your children, you have to tell them that it's because this is wrong, that's why I'm beating you. It shouldn't be that anytime the children are wrong, the mother is piling the reports down so that the bad man who is the father comes to beat the children. Our children will not really love you. You get it? So you have to become more deliberate at the things that you do. You cannot finance everything they want. You get it? You can't buy a new phone for your wife every month or every year or every 2 years. So let's understand. I don't have money. If I have money, it's for this. Let's do it to do this. Try to explain to them. Consume the same information with the people that you are dealing with. You guys need to grow together. Once there is a growth disparity, boom, you'll be in crisis and you'll be the bad guy. So let's be deliberate at meeting the needs of the people than their expectations. Their expectation will certainly be more, but let's try to meet the needs. Otherwise, we'll have a big crisis.
Thank you very much. And based on what you just said, yes, Honorable Speaker of Parliament, we will talk about the gender and leadership dynamics. So, how can the male leader support gender equality in governance? Because looking at the ratio, it's just 14% of ladies in power right now. If we are not lying.
Thank God you didn't ask me that question. I hardly look upon the gender to make a decision, so except when it is a marketing decision.
Like I said, we are coming to look at gender and leadership dynamics. Yes. You as a man in leadership position, how would you use your power to foster equality in governance rather than dominance?
Okay, you see, there is no power or there is no leadership without inclusion. That's one thing. It's not only about gender. We should look at other criteria too.
Okay.
We should look at the religious base. We should look about the race. We should look at our people with disabilities too. So power and leadership is all about inclusion.
Okay.
Because you are there to solve problems as a leader, not create more problems that you meet it. So as I'm the Speaker of Parliament, yes, when you come to my house, the few ladies that we have in the house, I thank God I've been able to push most of them into leadership position. In fact, I'm saying this for the first time. I'm even trying to train a female to take over from me.
Okay.
So, to me, I believe what a man can do, a woman can do same.
No better.
The better it's in a contest. You see, it's not everything that she can do better.
Okay.
Okay, so what a man can do, a woman can do same, if only she has the same training. But actually, training women is more difficult than training a man, in a sense that women have emotional needs more than men.
Okay.
So women, when you are, let's take it to our basic classrooms or our basic homes. You see, things that a man will not take personal, a lady will take it personal. So training a lady, you see, I see you smiling. you see, okay. For a man, it's not concerned with whatever, like most material things. So if people are taking offenses, but most men, we don't care about what we wear. Like, we save time, wear anything. So far as our needs are met, our expectations are met, we are good to go. But a lady, even you are training someone, you forget a birthday, you are in trouble. Yes, you forget their birthday, you are in trouble. No. It's very true.
It's a lie.
You forget their birthdays, you are in trouble. When you come, maybe you come in the morning, you also have your own things that your mind is occupied. You forgot to even say hello or good morning. The person will not tell you, this is my problem with you. The person will avoid it. Even if it's 1 week, the person will still be having it in their, until something sparks and you will hear that the last time you came, you did so and so, you didn't say hello to me, and you'll be like, so it's because of hello that you are showing all this attitude towards me. So for ladies, I think they have a special way, and we should try and design their own training curriculum, because it seems using the general one, like the global accepted one, it's not working. It's not working at all.
So in your own words, you're trying to say all ladies are the same?
No, I'm not saying all. No, I never said that.
Okay.
All ladies are not the same.
Okay.
But most
are the same.
Yes.
Thank
most.
You.
Like your emotional. Your emotions are almost the same. Yeah, so it's the same category.
Okay, very well said, Speaker of Parliament. Honorable Joshua, come to you. The same question will be sent to you again. So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. First, I would like to say yes. I am a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a woman to have their feelings or how they feel. But as enough have been done for the women, the ladies. As Honorable Engineer Vigulu said, at a point he was jealous about the sister. We all feel the same, including me myself, because in fact the way they treat them is far way appreciable than the way they treat us. Let me say, I woke up a time and my mom said, I'm no longer going to share my pension tier with you again. But I believe when I went home last week, she told me she was sending money to my sister. You see? So in as much as we are talking about the balance and helping them, yes, there has been the opportunity. They have gotten a lot of the opportunity. Honorable Osman said perhaps maybe it may be the structure or the system that we have now that may not be working for them. Perhaps maybe from their emotional perspective where we could emotionally focus and help them. Yes, me as a man, I don't certain things which I may see as not a problem, they may have it as a problem.
Okay.
You may call me to respond to something. Giving example of like my mom. Perhaps I pray she's also not listening. We were going to meet some honorable somewhere. I delayed a little bit. I got there. Nobody was angry, but she was angry at me at the moment. And she created another situation that we needed to resolve before we could continue. So I feel we should work more with their emotional side, understanding them. Me, I'm always saying I don't understand them because when it comes to the emotion, I can't interpret, I can't read. Honorable Osman, the speaker said, if you forget their birthdays, you may run into a problem.
How true is that?
Perhaps very true. If you come to my if you come to my family, I'm just using my family. My elder sister's birthday has been celebrated more than anybody's birthday in the family, and if you check the archives, I don't have any birthday being celebrated. You see, so we have devoted a lot of time to them.
Okay, I love that. Before we go to Honorable Sanya, we would love to activate the phone lines for our callers to join us. They can also join the conversation via WhatsApp, SMS, or even call us on the number 0200-312935 or 0240-660-208. Honorable Sanya, the same question is also thrown to you as a man. What do you have to say?
Oh, women.
It's like I wonder, is it because I'm the only lady in the studios today? So
you are feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but let me try to balance it for you.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is that it's society and the mindset of women.
Okay.
Now we are growing in a society whereby we keep hammering and then saying that women are vulnerable. So it has eaten into their minds. And it is not as if they cannot get out of it.
They can.
But they are living in that comfort. So, Honorable said something that, okay, what men can do, women can do, same. You were quick to add better.
I was like, not better.
Yes, because that is what we have grown up to see.
Actually, no.
That is what we have grown up to hear.
Yes, but in my perspective, I feel like what men can do, women cannot do.
Good.
You get.
So you see the angle at which I'm coming from. Okay. Society has deceived women that they cannot get out of their emotions.
Okay.
Who said you cannot be that great person you want to be? Now you started a conversation about 14% being in parliament and all that.
I said in power.
In power.
Leadership position.
Is that not it?
Yeah.
But did somebody prevent them from going?
No.
They are too much relaxed on themselves, thinking that they are still vulnerable as it is.
Okay.
What is available to a man in today's world is available to women at the same time. Gone are the days where we say that the kitchen is for them. Now we, the same men, are advocating that they need to go to school. Don't you
think that there are some people who are so certain that the women's role is always in the kitchen? Like
no, it has reduced.
But you still believe there are some
people? There are some people that are still there. But so far as men are adding their voice to the advocacy that is not what women are supposed to do. You can see in our schools right now, in every class from the basic school, the women are more than the male in the classroom. We are revisiting our previous convo. You still emphasized on the fact that women are always more than ladies, like men in the classroom. Yes.
And how true is it?
True is it? Okay, let me be practical with you. Okay. I work with children on a project funded by NORAD. And we do go to the schools, you understand? And when you take the register of students or learners, you clearly see that there are a lot of female in that class, more than the male.
Oh, okay.
You understand? And then you will clearly see that some teachers or tutors in those schools are giving preferences to women. And frankly,
is it in every class?
Most of the classes that we have right now, a female are more than the male.
Okay.
It is a fact. If you go to the rural schools and you understand it better. Maybe our cities may not have that kind of thing, but I am very sure, even my school that I attended, the female were more than us.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So the platform has been created for women to take it up. But if you still stay in your comfort zone, leaning on the back of, say, I am vulnerable, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I don't think we have a lot of things that we can push you to. Just like Engineer Viglo said, whatever he feels that his wife has to consume, he shares with her. That's another empowerment that, hey, the way I am thinking, that's what I want you to think.
Think like a man.
Not think like a man, think like a human being. Think like a human being.
That's I would not accept, because let's ask him how he says that. Do you want your wife to think like a man or think like a human being?
I like the issue between the two of you, and I'm happy that I'm not on any of your side. So on construction sites, when we say someone is a human being, do you know what it means?
No.
It means he has a head, he has two hands, he has two legs. He doesn't have anything valuable to offer. He's a laborer.
Okay.
So the deal was not to make my wife think like a human being. A man is just a human being that is male. So it's not also for her to think like a man.
Okay.
The challenge is because I am a leader, entrepreneur, and I don't know if you really look at me, depending on what kind of grammar you are exposed to, you might think my ways are either trivialized or obscured, or I'm clear, depending on what kind of English language you have. But I'm someone who is going hard on where I'm going.
Okay.
I need to do in 30 years what people do in 60 years. So I'm a high performing guy. I have to be very optimized and those stuff. So there are some things I don't want to talk about.
Okay.
Like, I don't want my wife to ask me what I will eat in the evening. It's not a quiz I want to partake in.
What if you are feeling like you are craving something, she's also craving another thing?
I don't have cravings. If I have cravings, I just do it. I'm not going to create work for another person. I don't want to be work for somebody. Okay. There's no way I'm going to be work for anybody. So I want my wife to think like an entrepreneur, a highly efficient person, like a business person, like a A-class I'm just trying to use I'm trying so hard not to use the word that is in my mind. It's not a very good word, but there is some kind of people that are like high achievers, okay, highly optimized. I don't even want to think about what I wear. Like, I got to Accra, I plan to come back the next day. My car was messing up. I sparked the car didn't spark. I posted it on Facebook. The car is for sale. Someone brought the money that day. The next day I was back in home. I don't want anything to slow me down.
So you just sold your car?
I sold it, and the worst part is not even my car; it's my wife's car.
How did she react to that?
She thinks like me, so it was okay.
Okay, and back to you,
so you see, men are supporting women to get to the level that society has made them believe that men are. But the problem is that you can send the horse to the riverside, you can't force it to drink.
You can actually force it to drink water.
Let's put salt in their horse mouth. That horse will
put salt in their horse mouth.
No,
it will drink water. Okay, that was just my favorite.
Yes.
You said what?
You want to be
abuse?
Yes, abuse and other
no consent.
Exactly.
Human rights.
Exactly.
That is just by the way. Back to you.
But a lot of women, especially like yourself, I love to train women, and so people see women around me and say, "Why are you not training men?"
Okay.
And I can boldly say that I love their drama. It helped me think.
You love ladies' drama.
Yeah, exercising your brain.
Yes, I'm exercising my brain.
Okay.
Because I was training one lady back in the university, and she clearly told me that she does not want to be shouted on. And I said, okay, that's fine. Nothing like that will happen. So I was preparing her for a contest, and we were going through her manifesto and all those ones. We were practical enough. So she was standing behind the pulpit, and what I asked her to do, she wasn't doing it. Just like you are sitting in the seat, I just backed at her, and you could see, after that, the mindset changed. You understand? Those drama helps me know how to handle them. So if a lady is doing all those things, I'm just looking at you. You have the potential. Allow yourself to be trained.
Okay.
Allow yourself that potential to come out. I always tell them that, look, that potential is not just for you. You are being selfish with it. And you are telling me that you have mood swings and then you are...
We actually do.
Oh, what is that?
Okay. For the mood swings, everybody has
it.
But I'm not trying to defend ladies, but like I said, this is men episode, so I'll give you guys the podium. But I'm trying to let you know that this is our mood swings are not just normal.
It is because you have accepted it to be so. You said that Engineer Vigo does not have feelings. We also have feelings. We were created by the same God.
Actually, we are going for a quick musical break. When we return, the discussion continues. And welcome back from that quick musical break. Our gentlemen are still here with us in the studio. But before we engage in any further convo, I would love to tell our cherished listeners they can join the conversation via WhatsApp, SMS, or even call us on the number 0200-312-935 or 0240-660-208. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, moving on from the societal responsibility of men, we are now diving straight into governance and leadership positions. From there, we would also continue to look at the problems men face and how best we can fight those issues. So, back to you, Speaker of Parliament. What you bear the position of governance, like you are bearing a governance position right now, leadership position for that matter. How has it been so far, being the Speaker of Parliament?
Oh well, being a speaker has been great. I've had opportunity to learn a lot. I've worn shoes that I never thought I'll be able to wear.
Okay.
See, when I became speaker, my way of doing things changed without even me realizing. You see, there are some perceptions that you have, and you think you have better solutions until you are given the mandate. Then you know that these problems have a special way of dealing with them, or else when you are back, like when you are at the back bench, you think, oh, you have solutions to almost 90% of the problem, but let them give you the mandate.
Okay.
Then you will see the real issues. You see, there are issues that you think that you can tackle it from the surface.
Okay.
When you get it, when you get there, you just tackle it, and in 30 minutes or in 1 hour, you are done with it. There's something called textbook knowledge. We all know like the solutions, but why are they not applying it
in real life?
Yes, you think that corruption. Like when you look at corruption, there are 1,001 books on corruption and how to solve corruptions. But why is still corruption part of our society? You get it. So you get to know that there are deeper causes of problems, and you need to tackle it from the base. One thing I got to know is that to quench fire, you need to aim at the base of the fire for you to quench it entirely. So that's how leadership is. When you try solving, another part is when you try solving people's problem, it's the same people that will give you the headache. There's someone that said when you are trying to solve people's problem, you should always be looking at your back, because before you know it, someone has hit you down that you are not doing it well, or you are not doing as a way you like it. And there's one saying that when we are trying to defend, like when you are trying to help people, you should also use one of your hand. You shouldn't use two of your hand. You should use one of your hand to support, because those that you are trying to pull up are the same people that will pull you down. And at the end, they'll tell you you didn't do anything for them. You get it? So being the Speaker of Youth Impact Parliament, let me say the journey has been amazing. Especially, I have honorable members who every time you can be in the chair presiding, and you see them making gestures, comments, and if you don't take care, you can just
start laughing.
Oh no, it's not about laughing. You get angry, but you need to compose yourself. So at least there are some qualities that I didn't know I had. Being a speaker brought it out.
Okay.
Because going from the street of Ashaiman, there were things that I thought everything should be. Then that's what I thought. There should be rowdy way of solving problems. You see, when someone is not by your side, you just move away from him. Get people that are like you. Don't try changing people's mindset. Don't even show people why they should believe in you. If they want to believe in you, they should believe in you. That was my perception then. But I got to know that as a leader, it's about the number of lives you have impacted, not the number of commands you give. It's the number of lives, number of people you have supported in your little way, because you can't please everyone. So I think that's it.
Okay, very well said, Honorable Speaker of Parliament. Honorable Sanya, governance. We are now talking about men in governance. What do you have to say?
Men in governance. Men have always been in governance.
Leadership and responsibility.
And the responsibility comes with it are a lot.
Okay.
And then you have to balance that. Like, you are a man married like my boss here. Balance that with family life. It's not an easy thing. And just like Honorable Speaker said, it will bring out certain things that you don't know about yourself. You will learn certain things being a leader, and you are able to know the dynamics of human nature. That helps you to really be an effective person. And when you are going to make decisions, you are careful the people that those decisions are going to affect. It comes with a lot of responsibility, and for me as a person who loves leadership, in as much as I don't like playing the front row, I love being the second to the first, because when you stand there, for me, I look at it that you see clearly how to support the person in front, rather to be more precise on what they have to do, because you are going to play a middleman role, looking at it, how it will affect the backbenchers and how the leader also can be protected in that same line. That's my philosophy of leadership. I really don't like front row leadership unless you push me there to do something for you at that level. So to me, as a person, being in leadership is something that comes with a lot of responsibilities. It comes with a lot of sacrifices. It comes with you forgetting yourself even in the process. And Honorable said something that you have to protect yourself, because the same people that are pulling you are trying to serve or save are the same people that are trying to pull you down. But I look at it from the perspective of the great leaders that we have had before us today, that they gave their all in all. If I die, this is the cause why I die for, and then I leave the rest to borrow the words of His Excellency President Mahama, I leave the rest to prosperity to judge us. And years after these people have gone, we have seen that their legacy and impact continues. Somebody like our own Nkrumah, who gave his all, who lived his life literally to just as if it was what God brought him to do. And at the end of the day, he left the scene, even not in a good way, but till today, there is no way we can talk about the history of Ghana without mentioning that man. When we go even beyond the shores of Ghana, we look at somebody like Nelson Mandela, who has also given himself out, went to prison, and then still champion the same cause that he wants to say. I see that one in Engineer Viglo. He said he does not want anything to come between he and where he wants to go. He knows that he is going. And so sometimes you need to protect yourself as a leader, but if you really understand why you are put in the leadership position, just like Jesus Christ said, I have the power to lay it down and I have the power to take it again. You live your life for the people and for generation unborn. And for me, those are the philosophy I work with as a leader. And talking about the challenges of this leadership, it comes, especially as a man, it comes with a great sacrifices where it can
literally break your home that you are building.
Wow.
Especially dealing with the opposite sex. And then the kind of antagonism that you have even within yourself, your cycle. It's something that we men, especially men, we are trying to immune ourselves to it, but it is real. And when you sit alone with yourself, having a conversation with yourself, the only question you can ask yourself is that, where did I go wrong? That I want to serve my people, that I want a better life for my people, that I want to make an impact that will last generations. And you know, you sometimes cry for yourself, and that is where protecting yourself comes in. But at the end of the day, when that is what you are born for, just like I read about Engineer Viglo, that he left his engineering job, that he said he wants to create an estate kind of thing, and then he's at the verge of succeeding in turning forests in whole and its environs into cities. You could see the things that comes with it, the sacrifices that this young man has to go through, and the underlying factor of leadership is focus. You have to sacrifice and then be ready that people will come at you. Even things that you don't know about are being put on you, and things that you never thought of are being said that is what your intentions are. To be a leader and a decision maker is a very tough thing for a man.
Thank you very much. Honorable Joshua, what's your intake?
Well, let me start by first saying, around the topic, I hover around judiciary mostly when it comes to my experience with youth leadership. I'll once again start by saying I'm a man. Being a man, I realize one thing that will make me a better person is to look for discipline. That is why whenever you see me, even in the Youth Impact Parliament, I was proposed to be on the Committee on Energy, but I still insist I'll be around the judiciary, because it is something that I feel if I could toe the path of discipline, justice, I'll become that man I want to be, because a man without discipline is not formidable, cannot achieve anything at all. So in there too, I have responsibility, so I want to have responsibilities, do something. So I picked that side up and leading people, teaching people and experiencing people. But in the sense of redefining the whole system of leadership, I'm still learning. And today I am pleased to have learned people around me who are sharing most of their knowledge. Men have been in governance and have been in power and have shaped the world since the beginning. But it doesn't mean we should still have that tight grip on power. My daddy would tell me that, Joshua, if it were to be the medieval ages, perhaps some of us wouldn't have existed. So we should tell you that since time immemorial, men have been relinquishing, changing until today, where we are today, and are making things comfortable for everyone. Yes, let me expand it a little bit to my community. I come from the South Dine. I've seen leadership change a lot of times, and currently we have Nelson Rocks in Dapemepo, also a majority chief whip currently. His dynamism, I'm also observing it as a man and a leader as well. How he's able to coordinate the people in the house, how he's able to come home and relate with the people as a leader, not imposing, not the hard type, but to my shock, sometimes when I pick my phone as an ordinary citizen, I call Roxin, I say that Honorable Roxin, Honorable. I'm shocked he picks, to my shock, because sometimes I'm afraid he doesn't know me. So it will be difficult for such a man to pick my calls. But it has shocked me with the type of leader he is, that he's a leader for all, not for himself. So as a man, as I'm saying again, we should hover around discipline, because discipline is the hallmark, and then discipline will make you a man of justice. And not to say you will be strict, though, but to help you achieve your goals, your dreams, and around my own personal business as well as the CEO. I prefer not to be called CEO, managing director sometimes, of Ecofed Ghana Limited.
Wow.
A man leading a team, when you are having dynamism, both men and women, it may be demanding effort from all the sides. One may not be giving the effort, but what I have come to learn is to bear the responsibility. So I'm a man, a leader, and have to take up the responsibility to move around and make sure things work. So I now grow to understand that man must bear responsibilities. So I move around looking for the opportunities to make the business grow. So example, speaking to somebody from the States coming down to Ghana, I could have asked them to do that on my behalf, but I felt for the growth of the business, I should be the one in that position doing that. So I've picked up that responsibility. So as a man, I feel as a man be disciplined and pick up responsibility. And when you do that, whatever you plan doing, as Honorable Viglo or Engineer Viglo was saying, you surely achieve whatever you want.
Okay, that very well said, Honorable Joshua. Now let's look at some of the rising factors and problems you may face in leadership position. We'll start off by asking Engineer Viglo, what are some of the factors or some of the problems you faced, taking like in line of responsibility?
Yes, I think the biggest problem of a leader is communication, and for me especially, I've failed in that so many times in life. When I did my first interview, probably it's no longer my own interview, but like my first job interview, I was asked, you are very excellent in everything professional, everything engineer excellent, but anything communication, you don't do well. And those days I was engulfed in, I want to be an engineer, so anything maths, physics, and mechanics, I was excited about it. And I didn't know what I was going to use the English language to do then. Unfortunately, I don't get the opportunity to do some calculations as I'm here. So that's the biggest challenge of leadership, communication. Matanto Wegba. Some bedona egbonyana moede. Yeah, the kind of communication like a whole, at least water region, amunto mwenyebe. Negbonyala evubemela. And you decided Kenya boloko, while on the I can't believe it, but my few genya go messes.
They may have to be a vacation. If you back on
the can you mania?
Or may say go messes anyway.
I put you be at the missionary school when they ask, do you understand? The default answer is yes.
Yes.
So when you ask Miss Egoma, then he gets the opportunity to express himself. In Ghana, when you ask somebody, how are you? The default answer is, I am fine. So if you really want to know whether the person has an issue, you ask again. But if you have money, don't ask again. I hope you understand me. So, and then the color leadership, man. Let me learn. Because Berola, a double, I'm making a meeting. I went to the old town, same music, chorus. So, Nanye Ngobenola and way. It's one empathy. Professor said I'm on exercise. I said because I'm there for my do not favor. I'm there for I'm a cocoa to I can as a one Platomiola. Ejebe na Sam your professor come. Let me see Bola Ajagole. I'm your Reggie. Then the second Gemina Hoji body because Nanye Ngobenola for me. I live like a very optimized life. I don't spend too much time doing anything. Okay, it has to be done really fast and well. Just two things, really fast and well. Just really fast and well. But I'm here to be a body now. I want to decide that if I those one. I just been a body now. Me, now do to na me. Na set okay le repetition. Which sorry for me usually na me na excuse waka cover tola. I know it's a fantastic excuse. Which is another problem we have. It's not that one is not a voter reason. It's a live human problem. People have fantastic excuse for not doing the good works that they are supposed to do, and they can give you 10 very wonderful excuses why they deserve to be poor and unemployed. So how do you help such a person? Now you want to work with the person.
Force.
See?
Sometimes force.
It's sometimes what?
Force.
I don't understand you.
So you
force the person. But once you start exerting force, we live in a democratic space where people are very quick to point you when you fail. You know, as a good leader, sometimes I've gotten the chance to read about Nkrumah. You know, one of my trending posts in Ho right now, I acknowledged the former president and the former regional minister for the whole sports complex at Adako.
The youth
resource center. It was a fair post I made. A lot of people are accusing me because they think I am an MPP man. That's why I'm acknowledging them. A lot of people also said the project was not finished. So why am I using a picture of the Koforidua one? You understand? But before they came, the thing was not there. Now they left. They have left the thing there. Instead of us to see how we can improve it and make use of it, we are wearing party colors. And this is Facebook. I have to be nice to everybody. So you keep quiet. Yeah, how can you help such a person? He thinks because the mother is sick, he doesn't want to come to her for 2 weeks. When you go and stay with your mother, you can't even afford the sickness again. You have to rather come to work and make enough money to pay the hospital bills. You understand? He drinks, he smokes, but he wants to die at 85. I tell my friends, no. When you drink and smoke, you die at 55. You have to accept it. If you add humanizing, you die at 45. If you add overspeeding, you die at 35.
Very well said on the engineer video. Joshua,
yeah.
Like you said, you are an entrepreneur. He has laid some of the factors that hindered them or what they face in their leadership and responsibility role as men. You are an entrepreneur, a young one for that matter. What are some of the problems you face aside what he just laid out?
Yeah.
Just a minute. But before that, I would love to tell our cherished listeners that they can join the convo via our WhatsApp, SMS, or even call us on the number 0200-312-935 or 0240-660-208. Honorable Joshua, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. My brother, path enter the path as an entrepreneur. Mela easy. To choose this path and say you want to be an entrepreneur is not an easy stuff. Away, I gather more. You have people, you bring the people together, you sell them the dream, they'll catch it. But who do the production? All will come back and be watching you. One problem is human management, as my brother said. Human management is not an easy thing. I remember as a young man like this, I was thinking about the school fees of my team. Because, as he said, you must think about them. Whilst perhaps I am also trying to pay mine. But I found a way around it for them. So that is one challenge, thinking about the whole crew around you. To their commitment level, you will be shocked at their commitment levels.
Okay.
But I'm also learning in the space of entrepreneurship. Yes, for sure that is one problem you face as an entrepreneur. The commitment level will not be the same, ups and downs. Some will not even come to the work again, but they will be expecting benefits when the time comes. Two, their investment levels will not come. They feel at the starter you are the owner of the business, so your money should be committed. And as a man, where do we go to and ask for support? Well, we go to the banks. We go to family. But aside the bank, how do this other side respond to us as entrepreneurs? I always tell myself sometimes when I'm alone that my mother may be thinking I'm making millions in hope. But I am virtually surviving myself. I'm surviving. And for other team members, Bubola, they are also living their lives. Except, but you find some people within the crew who will be ready to work with you.
Very well said.
They will be very well. When you have problems, you can approach them. For example, like my marketer, he's a wonderful guy, which wherever I go, I always praise, because he is keeping the business virtually alive. He's making the money for the business. He's looking for customers for the business. But me as a man, when I have my traumas, I don't know where to send it to. I don't know who to express it to. If I have my money issues, yes, when I have my money issues, my resort is always the bank, which sometimes they also give me high interest. So we as we have the grants available, but even the grants, our way how we maneuver ourselves around those grants is equally a challenge. So entrepreneurship is really not an easy thing, but I believe it pays. It pays more than if you commit to it. And one thing to, as an entrepreneur, focus is needed. As I'm growing in the business, I'm now learning to be focused on a particular product, make sure it sells before I move to another product. Yes. So basically
that is it. Some of the honorables, Speaker of Parliament, they've laid out some of the major factors and problems they face. What are some of the solutions you think we can do to help men that face this major problem?
Oh, okay. So speaking from a point of from the governance aspect, you see, one problem we all fail to acknowledge is pressure to be always strong. You see, we are humans. Even though we have been given mandate to occupy certain positions, but we are humans. So the best thing is for us to we should show vulnerability. You get it? So at least they said there's a tree adage that meaning if you tell people your problems, that's why you get solutions to them. So I believe as a leader, you shouldn't always be acting tough, because depression is real. So we some of us how to show emotional expression is a challenge, you see, because you don't want to appear weak as a leader. Everybody have a perception that as a leader you should be strong. You can't make mistakes as a leader, because when you make mistakes, it affects a lot. So the solutions is for us to let's all come together. We should live as humans. We should not live as robots, because it's only robots that are designed for perfection, which is not even attainable. We should sit down and behave like humans. We should admit our mistakes. We should ask for help. We should show vulnerability. We should create we should foster communication, unity among ourselves. You get it? And one problem about leadership is work balance, managing your own work and leadership aspect. Engineer Viglo has said spoken about is how he manages his marriage and work. You could see it's not an easy task at all, because looking at long hours of work, coming home to come and spend time with your family. Sometimes you can go to work and you become stressed out. You come home even You see, you're already stressed out. You see, humans too, we have some kind of nature. When you're already tired, there's a kind of way or there's a kind of tone we hear, and it will cause misunderstanding, because when you're tired, the way you interpret things is different. Common hello can sound that the person is insulting you. Yes, so we should also look at our work balance and managing our diverse teams. You see, as leaders, we work with people. Me as a speaker, I work with committees. I have 36 committees in my parliament. So, having a listening ear, I should be able to force myself into their shoes, to listen to their problems, like their committee works, where they have gotten to. And humans, we have different personalities. The way I would treat Joshua should be different. Like it's always different from the way Honorable Edward would like to be treated. Same as Engineer Viglo. What works for him does not work for Honorable Joshua. They are all men. Let's go to the female side. How you manage them too, they are different. So you should always try to play neutrality.
Okay.
You get it? Because even females, if they perceive or if they see that you are giving special attention to one side and leaving, then you are dead. You are dead.
How sure is this? How factual? How real? No,
it's true.
No, how sure? Because I don't know how you guys, your relations are with other ladies, but there are also other ladies that genuinely don't care. Like
Sednam. See, let me tell you for a fact, there are marriages that have collapsed because the wife thinks the husband is giving more attention to his mother.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so it's the same thing. Same context.
Like let's dissect what you just said. You married me, right? She's your mom. Regardless of everything, the responsibility is there. Why are you giving much attention to your mother than someone you married?
Okay, so you don't know. Wait.
No, let's dissect.
So you see.
Let's dissect what he just said.
So you see, attention, giving attention at a particular time to someone means that the person needs it more at that time. Maybe your mom may be going through something.
So you should have just said it like that.
No. It's like that.
You should have just said it like that, because not every.
Mr. Speaker, this question you should just ask how many attentions do you have? You see what men go through. Okay, fine. But you know, some mothers are like stuck to their children to the extent that they don't want to see their male son happy.
No.
He has one, so you don't have to die. You don't have.
This is where he is coming from.
Okay.
Now, because he is closer to me, or maybe because of his position, he is dear towards somebody, or because of the position of the person, the committee member or something, you don't expect speaker to be speaking to the members of the committee, with leaving the leader of that committee. Now, the conversation will be focused more on the leader of that committee, more than the members. Now, a woman who maybe the woman also is the leader also is a woman.
Yes.
You get it? Now, another woman in that committee feels that why he be the leader pay they like.
But let's be realistic. Honorable, I'll give you the podium to speak. But let's be realistic. We are working. Everything that gets to me, the speaker, goes through the leader of the committee. So if you are a woman and you are getting jealous at the work and cordial relationship,
this is where your vulnerability and your mood swings comes in here.
It's a lie. Not all ladies actually care about how close
we are not talking about one lady. We are not talking about two ladies. You
guys are trying to corner me over. Let me just let's
we face. So I'm telling you, problem that me I'm facing.
You understand? These are the realities. You will be seeing it maybe per your exposure or per your understanding of things. You will be seeing it in with a different lens.
Okay.
But the reality on the ground does not change that. Look, you getting closer to somebody is feeling some way about it.
Well, that might be true. Might be true in a sense that, like I said, not every lady
that is why our
cares.
problems are not solved.
That's why me, I'm speaking.
That's why our problems are not solved.
I just want to share one of my.
Okay.
I want to share a confession of one bad habit that I have with you, so that you look at it in that experience. If I am on a call and my wife is calling, I don't pick my wife's call. I finish my call and I call my wife back. If I'm talking to my wife and a call comes, I tell my wife that I need to pick that call. Am I fair to my wife?
No.
That's the problem. My wife has me to herself 24/7. She's my number one priority. You get it?
Yes.
If I'm with her, I pay attention to work and all those things. If I'm out there, I know I can always get back to her. But if someone else calls me, it's a one-time need.
Okay.
The person probably is coming to ask me for something. I say, I have it, this is it, I don't have it, get away. But when my wife calls me, she wants to have a 30-minute conversation with the husband. You understand? So she's the priority. But because of that, I'm always with her. So while I'm with her, when other issues pop up, she thinks I'm giving those things priority. Those things are one-offs. You understand? Okay. My mom gave birth to me. She raised me for 30 years. Best mom ever. Now, the boy she raised has now gone to marry another woman. And then I'm always with my wife. Then my mom calls me. My mom needs 500 cedis. Or my mom has missed me. Can you come? Then I'm like, I have to go and see my mom. Then I'm like, anytime your mom calls, you are going. My mom calls once in a year for me to come.
That is an understandable, like I said, that is an understandable situation. But in a sense that some parents deliberately, like they consistently
what? Parents who lost them.
Can you come? Like in a sense that they don't like your wife. So they will do everything in their power to take you out from your wife.
You are accusing innocent parents who have lost the love of their lives to a young lady who is so beautiful enough that she thinks she should.
But that was how your husband, your mom's husband, like your dad, also lost her mom just to be with her. So why is it so difficult for you, the mother, to let your son grow?
That's the problem. You are asking for something that is not according to the tradition, but according to movies. I started. Parents own their children. You see, my dad, once upon a time, called my boss called one when they were talking. So she told my boss that, your boy, don't worry, your boy will be back at work by tomorrow. Then my boss exclaimed that man is not a boy, he's a very big man. And I was estate manager number 2 to the owner of the company. To my father, I was still a boy because he carried me. You understand? So for him, he talks to me anyhow, he shouts at me, he gets angry. I just have to live with it. But to my boss, this man is a star player. You understand? So that's how parents cherish their children. Okay. They help us. So they feel jealous, actually. That kind of jealousy is a good kind of jealousy. It's a God kind of jealousy. When they lose their children to a spouse. The women also have this. Just that some way, somehow. You see, when I have a joke, don't tell anybody this joke after we leave here. You see, when women go on vacation, their husbands are happy. Because at least you can have some peace of mind. So when women go to their parents, at least the man is okay. You understand? But when a man has to go to his parents, then the woman
there's a problem.
wants to seize him. Don't seize the man.
No, we are not seizing you. Like, anyways, like I said, there's a man, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for today. So you can just raise anything you want to see on the table. So we'll discuss it. When I was saying, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Our cherished listeners, our phone lines have now been activated, so they can call, SMS, or even WhatsApp us on the number 0200 312 935 or 0240-660-208. Back to you, Honorable Sanya.
In fact, a man has to make a lot of money to please a woman.
Sir?
Yes.
Okay.
A man has to do a lot of things to please a woman. I was watching a video, I think I shared it on our platform. They asked a lady, if you have the chance to be a man for 5 minutes, what did she say? She said she cannot even for a second be a man, because it's a tough way to be a man. You see, these are the problems that we face. So from business, from family balancing and all those ones. These are the problems that man goes to just to make sure that the house is safe. Just to make sure that the woman, he himself has decided, so you must carry the cross. Carry load, man. That I want to see there. And in the same process, the amekebe agbaho coin, I may check a frustrated. Did you know? I spoke with them. Maumia see, into a whole biological way. No bad mental health issue. No screen wedding. David. I'm
a testimony.
Your wife is listening. Okay.
David, and your body, your electricity bill alone is 500 cedis a month.
Then you holy.
And Yakimi, and the business running.
Okay.
Your staff needed to be paid. And the time of Buelaka here, if you ever school fees late, KGV 1,000, 5,000, 2,000.
Kafralo. Me uncle Gan
your nuno dinner for me ole.
How much is the business?
That is responsibility. La responsibility. No,
and the same child will grow and marry, and the wife will say,
responsibility,
okay.
No screen mental health issue de.
Aquaganto.
Menya violo. That let me de kukuna me bobo me na me vide. Esema.
Nkugazizi le modern wabe.
I don't know what is going on.
I know.
I
know, in a sense that you will find a lady. In my perspective, I think most men are not ready to settle down with ladies that are willing, that like understand.
Research has
they want to go in for this lavish girl, like
no. Relax. Let me ask. How many?
Let's activate the phone lines once again to enable our callers to join us by the convo on 020. Repeat 0200-312-935. We also have 0240-660-208. 0240-660-208. Back to you, gentlemen. Honorable Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah, so you were saying that most men are not ready to settle with the ladies. We always want to go for flashy type of ladies. I want to ask you today, me as speaker, I want to ask you, where will you find that type of ladies who are not lavish? Yes, I want to ask you, where can we find that kind of ladies?
The villages. And on your book, if you me activate my phone lines on
anybody. A problem true. Me on your coin and me on your time, me on your providers.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Equifiki here, Cochuya.
Marrying time, marrying me.
Gake, Galen, when they are suckling to man, Susuma giant thrower.
And I get it.
And society get a back of cock by the ready. Well, never to hear poor me. Like you are not doing anything for the house. Depression makracha suicide lo.
Kaya. Nkeke bubu de kunyava dina particular topic lady nya discuss because me have time very limited. Ta nke mi anya wa egbele. Me stick to the normal course egbela. Nemi funucho nke tamiva studio la egbele. Nkeke bubu de me devote like 2 hours a blibu na enya kelebe akoko vebe.
Okay.
Sia.
Maracuyo.
Oya Joshua.
Mi punuza mi ya gbogbo anya document mi le for the nchu because mi abo vinu to view to le young ones so le make me call treat le podo me attention can now mi le me call no call and me blana no nya body hey ya ho chi body over you have a volu you have state farms that you or dole alebe in le state farm interaction me you pa mo you tera mo amo koloni you wodo video poga am BS body leg be Ghana de mi an jire fina mi akpo sigbe mentorship process ole hey I evolu farm alo a evolu a onde hey pepere hu na vana mi mele o mebe te fi o mele o te fi o gale akedo mo le function no ta na sigbe society enye me da pena mo be me two generation de e ke ton mentor nya se ban me gbo be fo se last plan me do ale be megale sigbe generation do chu tu hole pepere le mentorship nam as a man like how can we be conscious about that and start mentoring our young men, our small ones in society? My yape fear me kwabala no vinyo peti mi apeti mejo me university emito le la kacha mavalo o le win o le ablome mi obu fuda da mi awe meton peda bon he o kama balo o sonda chomi abo because egbe nene le press alone de here we maybe amana chinabo ene wele alo amana na nando alo an assistant. So you must not always be a strong man. You must ask once a while, oh, I'm hungry, then I give you some food. But if you nyama low bo American low bo no be out chinabo umala doreke wo voy volu farm emele ayaba odore apo once it akwa kuku la bloju ele no hombo ami touch egbon we ba le gbo me your advice ya le te we no e ka nya another problem which me aga solve che that I am pleading if me aje me focus them yabo young men oji because one they are already born leaders. Is a man, is a leader, he will have responsibilities one day. Me don't find a way around himself and a responsible way, then we begin having thieves.
Okay.
Riffraffs in society.
Thank you very much for that input. Engineer Viglo.
Yes, madam.
Over final words, any shout outs or whatever, any final inputs on today before we wrap the show up?
Okay, how am I going on Yakbla? I just realized that this is the real challenge. So just two things. One, Steez. My guys call me Steez man. And Steez enyebe amedo kujidudu. Amedo dokuejo ajagola mojiza. And neme senkumola avawande kihe melebe na wa. Azomata majiba madu sen chude seadebe nena dele jojo. Especially next of MLS or don't know boy now German like you net dome do alabo we am here for business partners and uplela what adudukueji sometimes security man over dollar one am I mean a pack me do I mean a you when you touch him on a bed all pack that but over my move but no way get a woman and see me too ho but they put glass and my glass.
Very well.
Why I told door I came in my gamba where Metana move more, maybe why then the gajini. That's a little bit offer. That's another to July German. Yadunya Dukuji and a new banto. And time to Dukuji, I'm not busy. Sorry, Velania Bay self help. I realized the kind of Pekpedo Hamilaji Jitua Mobola Sometimes I make a bomb jile kratine anto do puela. Ne avivina pa because next point of Facebook man question will be asking me, oh, I'm a rojibo man now, you 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000. But the whole mele, and you have mono 850 cedis. Tiny mele 800 cedis G. Yeah, we have value maybe 1,000. If you have a problem, we'll loan Tony. So you might think we don't. I come here for Sebella. When you realize I have a digital, and you know that maybe we don't get you catch maybe any other town and do Kuyakela who for background here. When I made a good nanya hoteticua, a real background there. That Nissan la a chupacon, that facing. Never called Okulunde. Maybe I'm more back when I cocoa da cota. Tam Sanaja Wagba, ne, I am turning not responsible, then Kewujiko. Bereka be.
Honorable Speaker of Parliament, any final words or final input before we wrap today's episode?
Okay, so for me, I think redefining power in governance requires a shift in our mindset and purposes. You see, for too long, power has often been associated with control, privileges, and authority over others. So, but we all know that true leadership in our modern governance should be measured not by the power one holds, but how responsibly that power is being exercised. Power must move beyond titles, influences, and personal gains. Power should become a tool for service, accountability, and positive transformation. You see, leaders are not rulers. They are stewards of public trust. Leadership becomes a responsibility to listen to the very same people that have placed us in that same position. We should respond to their needs. We should create a system that promotes fairness, transparency, and opportunity for all. We must be accountable to everyone, and we should place service beyond self-interest. So as young leaders, as we are, we should help reshape the narrative. Our generation must demonstrate that leadership is grounded in integrity, innovation, and empathy. We must challenge our outdated system that prioritizes power over people. And instead, we should champion policies and practices that empower our communities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Sanya, any final words?
Maybe I cannot look at you like that, so do I have to say something again? Oh, you say I should say something again?
Yeah, you have to.
The basic line is that we must take responsibility. We must own ourselves. We must own our decision. And we must understand that as a man, nobody is coming for you. And as a man, you must fight the battle. And I like something that we all miss, but Speaker brought it out. Be vulnerable as you can. Don't hide those kind of feelings for yourself, but always strive for greatness and put in the work, because yours is the work. You must till the land so that you get something for yourself and the family. On this note, I wish everybody a blessed week.
Thank you very much. Honorable Joshua.
My final words to all men is to be responsible and to as well relook at leadership, to make sure they make the impact that they want to make. And man, to every man, dream big.
Okay.
Dream big. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On this note, I would love to use this platform to wish my lovely nephew, Kluche Jaden Elom, a happy birthday. He just turned 5 this year, and Auntie loves you. Gentlemen, thank you for sharing with us your powerful insights, and we love to have you guys in the studio some other time. Until next week, my name still remains Matola Akusa Dosia. Bye bye.
station you can't live without. Stone City 90.7.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Youth Impact Parliament Talk Show, where the future is now. On today's episode, we are talking governance, development, and the unstoppable young leaders. Joining me in the studio are three incredible panelists who are going to be helping you and I shape today's conversation on the topic youth in governance and development. On the future of our nation, get ready for real talk, fresh perspective, and inspiration. Let's provoke talks, ignite sparks, let's talk youth empowerment. My name is Matilda Akosa Dosia, but you can call me Miss Tilda, and I am your host. But before we officially begin today's episode, let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
You can't live without. Stone City 90.7.
come back from that quick commercial break, and this is the Youth Impact Parliament Talk Show. Like I said early on, I have 3 beautiful panelists with me right here in the studios. Before we get to introduce them, you are now officially listening to the second episode of the Youth Impact Parliament. First of all, we have Honorable Cyril Kekeli Amevo, the Majority Whip Senate, Blaise Domevenu, Minority Chief Whip, and Sandra Mausikbe, Assistant Clerk Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are welcome. Yeah, so how has your weekdays or weekends been so far?
So as a life of a young politician,
Mm-hmm.
you have to attend a lot of programs.
Okay.
A lot of people will send invitation just for you to come and show up on that program. So just up and down till today.
Okay. Sandra?
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thank you.
How has your weekend been?
Quite stressful. Programs here and there, but it was okay.
Okay. Bless. One of the house. How has your weekend been?
No, it's fine. Just how they said, in the same light, we are all aspiring to something, so we have to be showing up at programs and for that event just to be keeping the insight and connect. So we are able to attend some series of programs.
Okay.
From the holiday till yesterday. And today as well, we have some schedules as well, maybe